On the night of March 18, 2018, neighbors in Riverview, Florida, were awakened by screams, gunshots, and the terrifying sight of a house engulfed in flames. What police discovered inside would become one of the most disturbing family homicide cases in recent Florida history. At first, officers believed they were responding to a house fire, but within moments, it became clear that the fire was only the final chapter of an unimaginable tragedy. Inside the home, 33-year-old Kenyatta Barron was found dead from gunshot wounds. Nearby, investigators discovered the body of her 9-year-old daughter, Ronnie O'Neal, who had suffered fatal injuries from a hatchet attack. Amid the horror, officers found one survivor. An 8-year-old boy, badly injured from multiple stab wounds, was still alive, fighting through unimaginable pain. He reportedly told detectives one heartbreaking sentence: "My father shot my mother." That single statement immediately shifted the investigation. Authorities identified the suspect as Ronnie O'Neal III, the children's father. According to investigators, the violence had unfolded over several terrifying hours. Prosecutors alleged that O'Neal first shot Barron during an argument. When his daughter tried to help her mother, she also became a victim. His young son was then attacked but somehow survived, despite suffering life-threatening injuries. Investigators also said the house was intentionally set on fire, apparently in an attempt to destroy evidence and ensure no one escaped. As firefighters battled the flames, deputies searched for O'Neal. Not long afterward, they located him nearby. Authorities said he resisted arrest and was eventually taken into custody after a confrontation with law enforcement. As details emerged, many struggled to understand how a father could allegedly commit such acts against his own family. But what happened inside the courtroom years later would shock the public almost as much as the crime itself. When Ronnie O'Neal III's trial began in 2021, it quickly became one of Florida's most closely watched murder cases. Instead of allowing an attorney to defend him, O'Neal chose to represent himself. That decision created moments many courtroom observers described as deeply unsettling. During the trial, O'Neal personally questioned witnesses, including his own surviving son, who had lived through the attack. Despite the emotional weight of the testimony, the young boy remained composed as he answered questions about the night his family was torn apart. Prosecutors presented extensive forensic evidence, witness testimony, and medical findings. They argued that the evidence overwhelmingly showed O'Neal was responsible for the murders of Kenyatta Barron and Ronnie O'Neal, the attempted murder of his son, aggravated child abuse, arson, and resisting law enforcement. After deliberation, the jury found Ronnie O'Neal III guilty on all major charges. On July 23, 2021, the judge imposed an extraordinary sentence. O'Neal received 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, an additional 90 years in prison. The judge described the crimes as exceptionally brutal and emphasized the lasting trauma inflicted on the surviving child. In the years that followed, the young survivor was adopted by the detective who had responded to the crime, seen a rare and deeply personal outcome that offered him a chance to rebuild his life after unimaginable loss. Although he has spoken publicly only on rare occasions, his survival has become a powerful reminder that even in the darkest tragedies, resilience can endure. The Ronnie O'Neal III case remains one of the most haunting family homicide cases in recent Florida history, not only because of the violence itself, but because the person accused of carrying it out was someone the victims should have been able to trust the most. It is a painful reminder that some of the greatest dangers can exist behind closed doors, and that justice, while it cannot erase the suffering, can ensure accountability for those responsible. If you enjoy respectful, fact-based true crime documentaries that focus on the victims and the pursuit of justice, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories.